Oh, hi. Hello, Louie. How you doing? Welcome to another Today's Decay. We missed yesterday, I'm sorry. It was a really busy day. We had a lot of fun, didn't we, pal? Yeah, so I'll go over a little bit of what happened yesterday. We have to move on to today, because here we are. We can't live in the past, can we, pal? No, we cannot. On this day in 1888, Oscar Schlemmer was born. He was a artist involved with Cabaret Voltaire, right? I think, along with like the Dadaist movement and the Bauhaus world. Meade Lux Lewis, born on yesterday's date, September 4th, 1905. Reggie Nadler, born this date, yesterday's date, 1907, who was Nosferatu character in Salem's Lot, the original one, but was also a whole bunch of stuff. I want to say he's a concentration camp survivor, if I remember correctly, and also played in the Star Trek, the original series. On yesterday's date, 1945, one of my favorite films, I haven't seen in a long time, that we'll probably revisit soon, was the British film The Dead of Night premiered. That's a horror anthology, kind of in the same vein as, I guess, what eventually becomes like Tales from the Crypt, EC Comics type stories, and Twilight Zone to a degree. Anthology film, couple of short stories, all really good. Really spooky film. Peter Lorre's Mystery in the Air. Peter Lorre had a radio show called Mystery in the Air, and on yesterday's date, premiered the episode Mask of Medusa, which was awesome. It takes place in a wax museum, and he's got this one line in particular that I always felt was really good. It was like, "You fool, you say you hate murder, but you killed everyone in this room." And yeah, it's good. I mean, it's a good episode in total, but well worth watching for Peter Lorre's performance. Michael Berryman, born on yesterday's day, 1948. Shane Morton, aka Professor Morte, born on yesterday's date. And also in 2016, the Misfits finally reunited Glenn Danzig on stage with the Chiafra brothers. Something nobody ever thought was going to happen. What did we think was not going to happen? To make it to today? Well, we did. We made it to today. That's right. And on this day, September 5th, the legendary Stardust Cowboy was born in 1947. I heard this great story told to me by Nick Garrett, who was the original Meteors manager, that him and Bal from the Stingrays brought him over, mid-80s, I don't know exactly what year, and he didn't have a trumpet. And so Bal went looking through all these thrift stores and secondhand stores trying to find a trumpet, and while legendary Stardust Cowboy was on stage playing Paralyzed, Bal, proud of himself, has this trumpet stuck in his jacket, and just leans up on stage and presents him the trumpet. Doesn't miss a beat, and you just tell they're all so proud of themselves for bringing this level of insanity to England. I got to see him 2005-ish, I don't know, at Mr. T's Bowl, maybe 2006. Yeah, he played at Mr. T's Bowl, and it was it Klaus Fluoride from Dead Kennedys? It's somebody from Dead Kennedys. It was his backing band, and he legendary Stardust Cowboy stripped off all his clothes, wearing nothing but tighty whities, cowboy boots, and a cowboy hat, and is running around the room, throwing out paper plates with his P.O. box on it, I think, whatever his contact information. Maybe it was an email address. It's probably a P.O. box. I don't know. And I just, point is, he still got it. We were supposed to book him for the second New York Rumble, right? Or was that Hazel Adkins? One or the other. I think Hazel maybe was 2001 Rumble. Didn't happen. It was a month after September 11th. It just wasn't in the cards. But what was on in the cards on this day, 1978, the Doomed played their first show. This is like almost like alternate history or something, like what if like type scenarios here that I really love. In this case, it did happen where you had basically the Damned and Motorhead did like a jam band together, just mixing each other's songs together, and like, could you imagine seeing this? I cannot. They did it back and forth a couple of times. There's also Motor Damned, I think, is like a release, but I think they just played as the Damned. I'd rather as the Doomed. I think there was like a moment there where maybe Lemmy was going to join the Damned when was it when Brian James left and the Captain moved over to guitar, or was it even after that? I think that's when, right? Yeah, 78, right? So it'd be like after the second album. Anyway, to have been able to see the Doomed, if only. Well, there's recordings of it which you can listen to today, should you find the time. And for tomorrow, I promise I'll find the time and we'll do more of this again. I'm sorry to miss yesterday. Anyway, yeah, me and you, what are we gonna do? Let's blast the Doomed, shall we? All right, goodbye.